doing all this business stuff and whatnot, and doing all this community work, we're not doing family work. You gotta really get in tune with really getting back to the family. Like, sit down with your family. You need the space, you need the time, and you need some food.
It ain't that hard to get family together.
Yeah, I'm just tryna run a checkup like a doctor. All of them are acting, need an Oscar. I just want a couple grand and make the family proud. I'm sick of penny pinching like a foster. I need some pension off these writtens. They always want a discount, but don't add on to my distance. I do this all the
Peace, family. Welcome to another edition of the Lead Your
know
Lineage
it.
podcast. Our #1 podcast for families seeking to end generational dysfunction. What up, cuz?
Yeah.
You good with it?
Man, another one, another day. Moving ahead, man. Moving ahead, man. And you know, just been working on myself, cuz. Working on my life. Working on real personal things. Working on my marriage. Working on my time. Working on learning how to make sure I'm paying attention to my marriage a lot. You know, I spend a lot of time, me and my wife spend a lot of time going to a lot of events with the kids, spending for the kids, doing this for the kids.
I'm getting that family time, man.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, family. But
Shout out to y'all.
we working on making sure we don't fall apart. And not saying nothing dramatic going on, nothing crazy going on. You know, I'll let you know 100%. But we just was like, hey, if we keep working like this, we see that our marriage could fall apart. We see how people's marriage could fall apart because you spend so much time being a parent, and you know, you it's hard to find that time being with each other again. It's hard to find that time with each other. Me and her only have a certain amount of time at 9 o'clock after the kids go to sleep, and we only had a certain amount of time with each other, but we have to go to sleep. You know. So we learning how to make sure we spend more time than just those small hours out the day every day.
Yeah.
Even though those are good for us and we have great times through those hours, but those are small. We have to go out, spend life. We married too. We still can have fun and live our life and be us. So we just working that, making sure we don't fall out of love. And man, we were just, I've been realizing, talking to a couple people, man, and I want to stop this right here. I want to get this off the chest already. Me and my wife even, you know, she'll even say this with me. A lot of this 50-50 thing is crazy. Imagine if your mama went 50% away as being a mom. Imagine if your daddy went 50%. Imagine if you went 50% throughout school, you would have failed. Name any relationship or anything you have to maintain or gain. Either you have to maintain or gain. Anything that's a relationship or you have to maintain or gain that you can do with 50%. Not too much things you can achieve in the world that you can do going 50%.
That's why it's super important to be intentional about what you do.
100%.
Yeah.
You have to go 100% in your relationship. It don't matter. And my wife, she goes 100%. I go 100%. And now we have 200%, and that's why we are that's why we powerful together. You know what I mean? We powerful together. When you come together, 1 + 1 supposed to equal 2. 1 + 1 don't supposed to equal 1. In a sense, it does. We are one, but I'm talking about in progression. We progressing together. 100%, 100%. I lay down whether it's working, whether it's teaching the kids, whether it's working on the business, whether it's working on myself, or whatever I have to maintain, paying the bills, whatever I have to do, 100%. My wife does the same. A lot of people are worried about all this stuff, man. We got to realize this one thing. We got to realize that we let outside things ruin our relationships. Money is an outside thing at the end of the day. It was man-made by another person. So that means you letting another person with their creation interfere on what y'all two got going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You let anything in this world. I just use money because that's what a lot of people been fighting over. I'm like, man, we go 100%. I go 100%. It is 50-50. That's the problem. There ain't one thing that goes anything with somebody going 50. Now, if you going 100% and the other person going lacking or something, that's different. But it's supposed to be 100%, 100%. Don't allow nothing on the outside interfere with y'all got going on. You could, if you really want to, you can go find and stack your way outside and go live outside in the woods together.
Let me ask you this: when y'all had those days where y'all might be going through something personally, and you, even though the agreement and the commitment is 100%, but like, hey, wife, I only got 75 today because of X, Y, and Z, and you communicate that. What does that? How does the other person, or vice versa, how does that other person step up to get to that feel that other 25% that's missing?
Hmm. Uh, that's what I'm saying. That's a hard question to ask because when I say 100%, 100%, if somebody going through some personal stuff and they fixing themselves, I feel like that's not lacking. That's not going 75, 100%, 100%. In order for you to have this family, maintain in the family, you have to make sure yourself is okay. So you working on yourself is actually working for the family. You know, so that's kind of hard for me to answer that question, because I look at it. Me and my family look at stuff. Me and my wife look at things at a different perspective. We both went through a lot of stuff in life. So if she's going through something in life, and she can't work, oh, now I got to pick up more hours. I don't look at it as I got to pick up more hours or I got to pick up more this or that. I look at it as I got to do this to maintain my family in order for us to move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She does the same. So when you looking after your that person you love, or you feel like you supposed to be picking up, when is that really picking up when you love that person? If y'all really want this to go and you trust that person 100% because you know that person gonna go 100%, even though they fixing themselves, even though they may can't work, even though they may be in a depression. You sign this agreement saying you love this person through thick and thin. You got to be there 100%, and they still getting themselves together and getting themselves together and at 100% too. You know, now I expect you to get yourself together. Not saying like, oh, get yourself together ASAP, but I expect you to go ahead, work on yourself, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Let me know what I can help with. Let me know what I need to stop helping with. But you know what I mean? Get that time together because you have to work on yourself. So I feel like I said, this dude named Thomas Coleman. They know who he is. What my favorite thing he said, man. He said one of my favorite things too. He said, that's a problem on the table. This is one of the things I feel like he was mentioning. That's a problem on the table. Y'all don't have a problem with each other. That's a problem on the table. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, life's going to happen. You got to expect life going to happen. You got to expect somebody going to lose a job. You're going to expect somebody fall into depression. You're going to expect sex is not going how it used to be. You're going to expect kids and all that taking all your time. You're going to expect going to sleep on each other when you're supposed to spend time with each other. You know? You're going to expect all these things that people, you're going to expect financial depression because these motherfuckers built this shit. We got to remember, bro, these outsiders, we not building this. What's going on? We can handle so much, but we can't at the same time.
Right.
Until we get that power, until we get that understanding. So we got to understand we as a unity. That even go as far as them outside. We have to really understand that. It's us, you know? So you got to really, when you're going 100%, you're going 100%. So, man, that's why 50-50 is not working. That's why most relationships is not working right now. Everybody going 50-50. Like, what the fuck is 50-50?
But our most relationships are really not working. Like, what relationships you talking about? I'm talking. You looking at it from like the black community?
Yes.
Are most of them not working though? For real?
Man,
I think we got to change the narrative on this.
We working together, but most of our people are not together. Cause Most of our people are not together. You know how many family members we got that are single mothers? I don't know about you, but I can name a lot of family members I got that are single mothers. I'm talking about family members, cuz I don't know what world you be living in. But in the black community that I live in, that I see,
it's a lot. It's a lot of different. Like
you know,
the black experience itself.
I even be around the people you talking about, because I be around them a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at it, the community, the people who we helping are what, cuz? Most of those people come from what? Most of those little boys we helping are what? Coming from single parent homes, cuz. Right? Most of them, the ones when we be working with, we coming from single parent homes, you know?
Yeah, let's just look, like, just to be real though, it's like we had a session, right? It's like 20 young men. 17 of them come from a single family home, right?
Yeah.
That's 20 young men out of hundreds of thousands in the city. You know what I mean? Talking about, like, if we talk about like the actual scale of things and what this actually looks like, are we looking at? I'm just talking about the black community, right? Say it's 20 with you, it's 20 with me. 34 out of the 40 coming from a dysfunctional home of some sort. Whatever we will label or y'all will label dysfunction. In that regard, that's the overwhelming.
Most of us come from a single parent home.
Right, but look, everybody.
And most of that shit still. No, I didn't say that. Right. I didn't say they from the hood.
They're not from a single family. I'm going to say everybody.
I never said nothing about the hood.
I don't think the
and I still think most black families and most stuff. If you look everywhere, if you look everything, man, most black relationships still not working out. Black folks not getting together like that, man. Stop pumping.
What's working out though,
man?
What do we define? If it's not working out? How do we define working out?
Families, cuz
right,
the mama, the daddy in one home making a family. Cuz most of that's not going on. Most of black folks are not getting together and creating that. To this day, we got a lot. We know a lot of people that are. Yes, that's the most. It's the most thing. We know a lot of people are. We looking at it on the global scale. This shit is deep.
Ah, for sure.
It's deep. Like I said, we work. We how many times we had. I made these clips too. What's Miss Mavis and Brother Kareem both said most of the time when they go to these kids and they got these kids and they program what?
Single family homes.
Single family homes.
But I'm saying that's not all the children though.
So I'm just saying, man.
That's the ones we work with.
Because it's most black and what they black though. I'm just saying. Because even the ones we don't work with, even the ones they going to school with, some of them probably ain't getting in trouble. All of them don't get in trouble. So you know what I mean? Or all of them not even all that. So some of them probably don't go to programs or stay behind. So who knows? All I'm saying is because from Americans' perspective, man, I don't know, cuz I don't know. Maybe we live in two different worlds, cuz.
No, we might.
We may be living in two different worlds, cuz from a global perspective, we need help.
Oh, we for sure do.
I don't know.
I think like getting the families back together is definitely the number one priority for sure. Got to.
So how is that the number one priority? Cuz if that's not the main thing getting together, that's what I'm saying. Cuz most people are creating these single parent homes.
I'm talking about the entire family, not just like the household. I'm talking about when I say that, I'm talking about each other,
cousins and everybody. But in order to get the cousins and everybody together, we got to get mama and daddy together first.
For sure.
We can't just skip mama and daddy. Mama and daddy make the babies.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is most of the black community don't got that. Most of us are not working it out. It's because we're going this 50-50 shit. It's majority.
Yeah, I'm just running down like our grandparents, right? Like Emma May, John Lee, ancestors we both share in common. So 6 of them in the household. Then Grandpa had a child before then and a child after that too. So it's at least 8 of them that we know of. right? So that was they're together, and I'm looking at those people in general, right? I don't know how our cousins, like my experience is different from your experience, and vice versa. We look at all of it's our bloodline in general. People may have been present, but they may not have been in the household. But more so of the dysfunction of them not, like when I look at single mothers, I'm thinking it's just the mother and that's it. And that's all, like it ain't nobody else but the mother. And that's when I think about just a single parent household. It's just that.
A single parent,
single mother or a single father. It's just that person.
Single mama is also
and the other person's out the
custody
picture.
too.
Yeah.
Even if somebody doing co-parenting, that helps, but daddy still ain't home. It's a difference.
No, absolutely, I agree with that for sure. I think we are. I think we got to take our power back. When I say that, I'm coming from a perspective of a lot of the issues that we deal with now, we are in control of. And we've mentioned this on other podcasts too. Like a lot of the stuff that we are literally dealing with right now, it's on us. Yeah, we were born into the system, but it's on us though. It's on us. The thumb got to point back to us. We can point fingers all we want to, but we got to get right. And we have the control to get right. We have the power to get right. We have the birthright to get right. And when we take time to be able to sit down and just think, and not have to be in a performative state all the time, it's probably like 2 to 4 real life moves we need to do to move the needle forward as a collective. When I say collective, I'm talking about just the family in general. But it's gonna take somebody to be able to, hey y'all, slow down, sit down, take a deep breath, drink some water, drink some juice, eat some food, take another deep breath, and let's talk about it. Let's think about it. Let's put something in place. Let's give each other grace and let's hold each other accountable to it. And yes, a lot of details that go in between that and all that good stuff, right? But it's not as difficult as the world or social media is painting it to be. It's complex, but it's not as difficult as it's being painted to be.
That's because they painting a picture. Nobody know what they doing. Like I said, cuz they paint a picture to tell everybody go 50-50 or tell everybody this or tell everybody do that. That's where it goes back to, we have to know what works for us. We have to know what works for that person. Understanding who we working with. Understanding what our culture is.
Yeah.
We go outside of other cultures and look how they run their families. We look how they running their loves life, how they running their ways. We have to look how it works for us.
Yeah.
So, and that being said, man, it takes a lot of ownership. A lot of ownership. And when you do a lot of ownership, a lot of people don't understand the main thing. People be like, man, a lot of us times when we have people who come on here and we ask them if they had a divorce or something, why it happened, and what they could have changed, they always say they would have worked on themselves. They would have worked on themselves more. And I'm taking that and I'm running with it, and I see why, because you have to understand what you doing wrong, what you doing right.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand what energy you draw. For instance, man, I got a cousin. I told her, I said, shit, you believe in vibrations, right? Vibrations attract. You feel like you keep getting all these bad people. Well, maybe it's your vibrations attracting these bad people.
Yep.
So we gotta remember that too. When we're getting these families together, that's what we got to talk about. Right now, the families is having males and women having a hard time getting together. So that's what we got to bring together. That's why we got this June 12th. Hopefully somebody
July 12th.
July 12th.
July 12th.
July 12th. hopefully somebody can come and find your future husband, your future wife at this event. For real, bro. Shit, bro, how dope
Shout out
would
to the
that
Friends
be?
and Family
How dope
Reunion.
would that be? Somebody comes, it's gonna be a whole bunch of strangers. Everybody might meet somebody you love life, or you might meet a friend. A couple people will share change the numbers. But anyway, man, we that's what we gotta do, man. And we gotta start learning how to date each other again, so we can start these families. We gotta start learning how to date each other and date and maintain each other. That's what we gotta know how to do. Not date and just have fun and just keep having all this fun. Right now, black folks, we can't have fun. It's time to build. In 2053, man, what the fuck we having fun for? If 2053 we gonna be broke, the fuck. If somebody said, "Hey, y'all know y'all gonna be broke," if any other race was told that they was going to be broke in 2053, you probably wouldn't see them celebrating shit. They wouldn't give a fuck about the Pacers. They wouldn't give a fuck about nothing. They would have been on they shit. They would have made their own damn NBA finals.
I hear that. I definitely hear that, and I feel that.
Got it. Like, why are we having fun, bro? We need it. So that's one thing. We need to learn how to date each other again, so we can start having multiple incomes in houses. So we can start building houses. Then we can start living with cousin and them, and then living with them and them. Because now we got our kids. Now our kids can watch each other and protect each other too. Now, you know what I mean? And it's a big village. But we can't just get our families together. How the fuck we gonna get our families together without? We gotta learn how to date each other. We gotta learn how to love each other, maintain each other.
Share space with one another.
Shit,
that's really, that's the first step.
And understand each other. Know thyself. Know thyself, man. Know what you want. Know what you don't want.
For sure, for sure. To the 2053 point. I'm starting to think that although, like, from a perspective of this information or this data that they collected to be able to release that narrative is coming from their perspective and it's coming from us being in their system. Mm-hmm. If we're going to be realistic about it, right? So when we think about, let me speak for myself on this. When I think about, all right, if that's the number, it's creating a sense of urgency within me personally. Like, all right, I have this amount of time to find a way out of their system because I don't fit into the narrative that they're painting. That's how I think about it personally. 2053, y'all think I'm going to be broke? Okay, y'all got me fucked up. That's how I'm thinking about it personally. I'm saying, all right, by 2053, how can we, and like I said, this is just me, how can we get our family together where we can create our own economic system where we don't even have to rely on being a part of this new data when it comes out in 2053? That's where my mind is. That's where my heart is. That's the headspace and heart space I'm in. So when I think about what that looks like, it creates a sense of urgency within me to be like, all right, bro, we gotta lock in. And going back to what I was talking about earlier with intentions and priority management, I'm really like time management. Time is man-made. And one thing I did do to make a shift, because I am dealing with other people that are in the matrix, for lack of better words, right? Mm-hmm. I changed my phone. I changed it to the 24-hour clock. So when I look at my phone, it literally counts down, like 20 starts at 24, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 24. So it's helping me reevaluate what I'm doing and how much time I got left in this 24 hours, essentially. And it's helped me become way more intentional with my time. How I'm spending it, how I'm allocating it, how I'm prioritizing it, what needs to be done versus what can be done tomorrow, what somebody else can do. And that shift has changed how I show up in a lot of spaces. Just because of the visual of me seeing and how that connects to my synapses in my brain and essentially helps me process my day-to-day moves. So I'm able to prioritize things differently. So I don't fit into that 2053 narrative because I'm in the space like, all right, bro, we got from now to 2053 to get our family out of the matrix. So we're not a part of this stat. But
Yeah.
that's where I'm
hoping everybody
That's
feel
where I'm
like
at.
that though. I'm hoping everybody feel that they gonna do something about it. But to be honest, man, I feel like this about 2053.
Mm-hmm.
I personally could give a damn, man. They've been trying to stop us black folks.
And it ain't work.
They've been trying to quit us. Only thing I feel like that's gonna do is push us to be together, which is the best thing. We need
That's the best thing for us.
So before they even push us together, I feel like we all gonna do this because it's not gonna just take a family effort. A family, we gonna have to integrate with other families too, cause you know what I mean.
For sure.
So it's gonna take families, other families as well, because families to make a community. So I'm saying I hope not only it inspires me and you and other, I hope it inspires all the black community, and we all. That's how I'm hoping, because we all gonna need each other. To be honest, we're not gonna just need our family members. At this point, we gonna need each other, every person, because if they trying to knock us all out, that means we're gonna have to reach out to other communities too.
Yeah.
And our other communities got to be black people. Got to be other black families that we can trust. How can we start doing all of this? So we got to start gaining a trust within each other and learning how to push each other, man, and really pushing the narrative like, hey, we as black people got to create our own shit for real. Like back to the AFL, back to the ABC. Or what was it, ABC?
What you talking about?
AFL?
The Arena Football League.
Nah, cuz I thought that was the Afro Negro League.
Are you talking about the Negro League?
Yeah, back to all of that.
You talking about baseball? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Nah, I'm back
to sum it up, you talking about infrastructure.
Nah. I'm talking about back to all of that. Back to the Black Football League, AFL, whatever it was called. Back to the our own basketball league, ABC or whatever it was called.
ABA.
Back to our everything. Yeah. Back to us having our own police stations.
That's infrastructure.
Yeah, because I know I'm just breaking it down. Back to all of that, cuz. And that's actually how we supposed to live. We supposed to live and supposed to have. If somebody threw us under the rug and beat us and killed all of our people, we supposed to have our own shit. We don't supposed to live up under those people, because it can any day, any time happen again, because we don't have anything amongst ourselves. And that's what they showing us. That's how I feel like that's what they showing us. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, we still got y'all under our power. And this is how we're going to crush y'all this time. We're not even going to put y'all to slaves. We're going to find another way to do it. So this is history in the making, and we living in history, and we can stop it and prevent it. But we got to do something about it today. Because, man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because we don't. That outcome that you talk about is going to be true.
Yeah, we gotta change the narrative. We gotta make sure we gotta be a lot of us to do. I hate to say it. It's gonna have to take a lot of us. It's gonna have to take a lot of us. It's gonna take a lot of us to maintain it. You need numbers. Numbers is everything, and I feel like our biggest thing is our differences. Our differences is our worst, our biggest fight right now.
And that honestly should be our superpower.
Yeah.
The stuff that should work for us in terms of how different we all are should be our superpower.
But you know one thing? We never were the same. We never were. We always was like that. That's a European thing. In Europe, they all had one king. In Africa, bro, Africa was huge. We never was. We had Nubia, Thebius, Smithites. We had all Cushtites. We had Songhai. I mean, these are different. Who lived in different eras, but still, we had many people who lived amongst each other, and they was different tribes and different kings and different kingdoms. They like you all the way over there, bro. You can't rule over here. You know, I ain't seen your kingdom. I ain't never seen your king a day in my life. He can't tell me what to do. That's why I probably be feeling like that. So I feel like we got to understand and get back to that understanding that we all did always, black folks, we always had different differences. But it was a time where we understood our differences and we respected each other. Yep. Some kingdoms didn't, some kingdoms did, but we respected each other. We had unity. Yeah. You know, a lot of tribes got along, a lot of kingdoms got along. A lot of them didn't, but it was some and didn't. So we got to understand that and come together, man. Marcus Garvey and who was it? W.E. Du Bois, one of them, man, and Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and all that. I've been looking at history, bro. And why was they beefing, bro? Why did we? Now that I think about it, man, that's our craziest thing. I feel like that. No, fuck that. Even though you want to do peace and I want to fight, let's get together. You march over there, and even though you don't want to get protected, we gonna protect y'all, man. You just gonna have to march together with us. Y'all can be peacefully, we gonna be protecting. You know, whether y'all want it or not, we gotta start marching together. Imagine if all of them got together. Imagine if W.E. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey got together. Imagine if Malcolm X and Martin Luther King worked together.
Absolutely, we'd be in a different space right
now. Yeah, we gotta stop. Booker T. Washington and W.E. Du Bois. They was going back and forth. Like we learned from that. Why are we still going back? We need to look farther into history when we was getting along, but we was different. But man,
humans, we have to stop letting our disagreements divide us. Just because we don't agree on something doesn't mean that we have to cause a divide. We have to separate because we disagree on something. I can disagree with somebody for whatever reason. That don't mean I gotta bash them. That means I still gotta work with them because I look at them as ally, as an advocate, as a brother or a sister, as a family member, as a lineage leader, whatever that looks like. We cannot let our disagreements divide us anymore. We already behind the 8-ball that was placed here when we were born. We got to get rid of the 8-ball. Before we get to the 8-ball, we got to shoot these other shots. It's a game of pool, and we swimming right now. We drowning in this game of pool. We got to hit this ball in the corner pocket. I hit this ball before we get to the 8-ball, which is really the issue. We got other stuff we got to get to, but we're letting our disagreements divide us.
Even with building families, even with men and women.
Absolutely.
Right now, it's the differences. We
biologically different.
And we not understanding that. And that's what me and my wife had to learn. Man think like man, women think like women. I got to listen and really hear you speak and comprehend. And she got to really listen and hear me speak and comprehend to understand what the other person is going through and what the other person may be thinking when y'all seeing the same picture, when y'all going through the same scenario.
Yeah.
And that goes with outside of just relationships. So that's why I'm agreeing with you. I just wanted to add that in there too. That's what's going on. And that goes on with brothers amongst each other. We different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even us. If you weren't my cousin, I don't think I would be. Y'all be thinking I'm bullshit. If we weren't cousins, I don't think we'd kick it. And I don't know who would kick it with each other the most. I don't know if it would be me not kicking it with him or him not kicking it with me. I think it'd be both mutual. We not kicking it with each other. I wouldn't kick it with you if we weren't my cousin.
I kick it with you.
No, I wouldn't.
My family. I'm gonna kick it with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it with you because we cousins.
I'm gonna kick it with you.
Hey, look, man. I told Cuz this though, for real, man, because I love Cousin. This is how we actually started Lead Your Lineage. Sure. This is how we joke. I want y'all to know that this is me joking. He know that, but just for y'all who don't know, but man, because I said this because I want y'all to know this. We throwing these family reunions and all that because this is how this started. You know, I want to end on this note. This how we started this, man. We was forced to hang out with each other because we went to school with each other a couple times, and then we went to ISU with each other. We never hung out, but what made this happen, thanks to Tipping Ain't Easy, made this happen because we used to be forced to hang out with each other because we family. Not on no, oh man, y'all better hang out with each other. No, because we was family, because we was at the events, because Tip made that time. He set that time, that food in a setting. He gave that time to us, and we had time to get to know each other and put our differences together, whether we didn't even know it or not. Like, damn, you know what? Cuz actually is cool. I can actually kick it with my cousin. You know what I mean? We wasn't forced, but we was forced because we was family. And you know what I mean? We was forced bloodline. And so y'all gotta remember, make sure y'all throwing these family reunions, these families events.
Put some attention in
yes,
it. For sure.
If y'all need help, y'all make sure y'all hit Lead Your Lineage and Lead Your Lineage at gmail.com, and we will help it. We definitely will come and host.
Or send us a DM on any of our social media platforms. Just Lead Your Lineage across all platforms.
For real, because we really
Send
about this family. We really about this,
Absolutely.
and this is how I can really start anything, man. Kicking it with cuz, man. If it wasn't for them family times, when we got older, we wouldn't even probably hit each other up because we never would have that thought like, man, cuz actually is cool, even though we different. Cuz cool, you know what I mean? We would have never knew, would we? We would just been family and been looking at each other. Oh, what's up, cuz? And kept it moving because we never had that time to realize that, damn, we is different, but we can actually kick it. Because Tip gave us that time, that shelter, and that food. And our fat asses came through. Cuz used to be fat, don't be fat. Hey, cuz
a little chubby.
Hey, now, cuz fat, he coming through with the plates. You order, hey, Tip coming with the food. He
used to wear some husky pants back in the day.
Cuz coming and making some plates. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm making some plates right behind you, man. We having a good time.
I definitely used to take some home. Sure.
And we having a good time, and we kicking it. Even though we didn't kick it throughout the year, we kick it through that time, and we remember. And cuz had a good time. And then we got older, and we start kicking it on our own, and it all sparked because of Tip. So I want y'all to be the tip of y'all family, man. Be the tip of your family, man. Be the tip of your family, man. And what I mean by that is have small gatherings, and then we gotta be big.
Key takeaway from the day, family: don't let your disagreements divide you. And with that being said, lead yourself so you can lead your lineage. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. Love y'all. Peace.